So how far can you go on the Sea-Doo FishPro Trophy 170? That's a question I've been asked hundreds of times at boat shows, at special events, at the sandbar, at boat ramps. How far can you go fishing on this machine? Well, it's a little bit of a loaded question, how far you can go on a full tank of gas on a watercraft, because the conditions and load really affect your range. Also, your throttle control really affects your range. But that's wishy-washy. We want to know, how far can you go? And I have too. And I've never known exactly how far we can go. And that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So tomorrow, we're gonna fill the FishPro up full of fuel, and we're gonna launch here in Melbourne Beach, and we're gonna head north on the Intercoastal Waterway. And we're gonna go on a long ride. We're gonna go about 50 miles north up to Titusville and the Cape Canaveral, actually north of Cape Canaveral, and that'll be our turnaround point. And then we'll come back, and that's gonna be about 100 miles. I'm very confident we can get over 100 miles. How far over that though, I don't know. So that's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go test this tomorrow morning and see how far it'll go until it stops. I'm gonna run it till it's empty. I don't recommend everybody do that. When you get your low fuel warning, go get gas. But you know what? We've got a Sea-Doo Link fuel caddy, and we're gonna have this loaded, so when we do have that moment of truth, when the machine goes as far as it can go, we're gonna document that with the Garmin GPS system, and we're also gonna use the BRP Go navigation app, and we're gonna see how far it goes, and then we'll put some extra fuel on it, then we'll come back to the dock. But let's see how far this machine's gonna go on a full tank of gas. So we're gonna top off this FishPro Trophy 170. We're gonna fill it to the top, and we're gonna fill it up with 87 octane. That's what the naturally aspirated 170 calls for. No need to spend extra money if we don't have to, and it runs great on 87 octane. And we're gonna fill up the fuel caddy as well, because we are gonna run this dry, and we are gonna need that. So let's get her filled up. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. We're about to start the engine. The sun has officially risen, so we're legal to go ride a watercraft here in Florida. We are gonna pull up the BRP Go app, pull this up, and we are going to hit go. So we're gonna start recording on the BRP Go app. All right, so here we go. We're gonna hit go. So now we are gonna hit start. We're using the BRP Go app with the Navionics layer on it. The GPS is ready to go. So here we go. We're gonna start tracking, and hopefully, I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, I would hope well over 100 miles, but it's 7:12 a.m. and let's see how long we can ride. We're gonna get past the no wake zone, and then we're gonna be in eco mode for probably quite a few hours. But as you can see on the Garmin, it's tracking our route, so we'll be able to know using the GPS and the BRP Go navigation app exactly how far the FishPro Trophy 170 will go on a full tank of gas. Here we go. It's a beautiful day. So it should be pretty calm. 4 to 5 knot winds at most. throughout the day. We're almost at the slow speed zone, or past the slow speed. We're almost past the slow speed zone. Now we're gonna put it in eco mode. So we can see eco mode right here. That is gonna take us to the RPM level that's gonna guarantee us the best fuel economy on this long ride. So let's get ready. There's that beautiful sunrise. Woo. All right, we're gonna get in long ride adventure mode now. Here we go. Waterway on the gauge. I think the moment of truth is about to happen. That is it. So we're at 4 hours and 12 minutes of constant running in eco mode, and we're a little bit over 114 nautical miles. So now we know how far a FishPro Trophy 170 will run in pretty real world conditions here on the Intercoastal Waterway. So 114.3 nautical miles. Go back and get the fuel caddy. That's why these things are pretty awesome. So we have 131.6 miles from the regular tank. Just imagine how much farther you can go with a bunch of additional fuel caddies. Okay, so we can see using the Garmin tracking feature how far we went today. As you can see, we're here close to Melbourne Beach. So we're on the east coast of Florida. We drove all the way up. Oops, that touchscreen. Went all the way up to the very north tip of the Indian River. Came back down